Hello. Today is October 3rd. It's 11 months since my accident. And I know I'm at this place called Lake Erie Metro Park. It's a place I used to come when I used to run and I like here a lot. It's a really nice park. See behind me is the water, and Canada's actually behind me. It's really nice over here. There's some swans and stuff. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the first 2 weeks after my accident. The first hospital I was in, because that was really, really rough. Like those were the two probably worst weeks of my life. So after the accident, I got rushed to a hospital. I don't know if I was in I don't know what condition. I don't know the classification of the conditions. If I was critical, serious, or whatever. But they said I got close to dying a few times because one, I almost had heart surgery because I was bleeding around my aorta. It was just like internal bleeding. It wasn't that bad. I almost had neck surgery because I had a clot in my neck, but thank God that went away. Then I almost had brain surgery. Or not brain, but brain or head. I don't know how it works, but I almost had brain/head surgery because I had fluid in my head and it wasn't going away. But alhamdulillah, thank God, it eventually went away. I didn't have that, so I only had one surgery. It was my spine surgery because. So what happened was my spine shifted so bad, like how I said in the first video, like that, and I broke 3 vertebrae and 2 ribs in my sternum. So basically, I broke most of my torso. So I wasn't able to, I wasn't stable to support myself, my spine, wise. So they put 2 rods, pretty long. I think around 12 to 16 screws. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's all titanium and it's 2 rods. They put it through from my T3 vertebrae to my T9, and it's supporting my back, so I'm able to sit up and be more independent and all that kind of stuff. They just to stabilize me, but I couldn't do anything about my spine, unfortunately. They don't have surgery. Yeah, I mean, there's some experimental stuff, but nothing. But there's nothing definitive yet. But anyways, so yeah, so the first 2 weeks post injury I was in the hospital. I was just on so much pain. It was the worst 2 weeks of my life. I was every day, 24/7. I was in constant pain. They had put me on so many drugs. I had 4 different IVs in me, for antibiotics, all kinds of stuff. I didn't even know what it was for. I was on all the drugs you can think of. I was on fentanyl, which is one of the main. I think it's a main ingredient to heroin. And I was on morphine. Those didn't even do much for me, so they had to put me on this really strong drug called Dilaudid. That worked really good. It got rid of most of the pain and it felt really good and stuff, but it slows down the healing process, so they had to take me off of it. But they put me on it for a week. But I was just in constant pain. I was just so depressed because I wasn't the drugs weren't. I had no appetite. I wasn't eating at all. I was just depressed and pain. I wouldn't say depressed, because I wasn't there that long to be depressed. But I mean, I was in a rough state. I was always sad and crying and stuff. I don't know. It was just all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I wasn't eating at all. So from when I came into the hospital, the first day, November 3rd, I weighed about 165 pounds, and from when I left after 2 weeks, I weighed about 140 pounds. So in just those 2 weeks, I lost 25 pounds. The only time I ate, all I did was I drank water and Gatorade, and the only time I ate was when my mom would force vegetables down my mouth. Other than that, I didn't really eat. And it was just such a that's the one thing I was really happy about. When I was in the hospital, I had a bunch of visitors. So if you know anyone that's going through something serious when they're in the hospital for a long time, if you can, go visit them, because that helps out so much. That was the only time, literally the only time I was happy was when people would come to visit me. I mean, I always had visitors, so it made stuff easier, but it was just nice to see my friends. And when you're in such a rough state or condition, and you're just the worst thing just happened to you. It's just nice to see people you love. Like, it's very comforting. They keep a smile on your face. That was like the only, that made things so much easier for me. Just all the visitors I had. So I'm really thankful for that. Yeah, those 2 weeks were very rough. I mean, just imagine 24/7, just pain, just like. And then I also, when I was in what made it really rough is the second day after my accident, my lungs collapsed for some reason, and they had to rush me to surgery because my oxygen levels were dropping. Oh, it's still recording. So my oxygen was dropping really fast. Like, my oxygen levels usually your oxygen levels are 98 to 100. Mine were dropping down from they're like 80 and 70 in that range. So they had to rush me in for surgery. They stuck these two things they stuck two chest tubes in me. So what happens is most of the time it's in emergency situations they'll just stick it in you. There's a lot of times it's when people get shot or their lungs collapse and their fluid fills the lungs. So they just have to stick it in even when you're conscious. But I was lucky enough to be put out because that would have hurt so bad. Where they stuck in two chest tubes and they stick it in in between your ribs so they can get in your lung cavity. So what happened was when my lungs collapsed, I wasn't breathing right. I thought I was okay, but I mean I was in so much trouble I didn't know. So they stuck it in me, and then for a week there was chest tubes in me, and they were draining the blood and the fluid out of my lungs. And because I couldn't breathe. For a week or a week and a half, I was hooked up to them. And I had this thing in my lungs. I don't really know what it is. It's called a pneumothorax. If you guys are medical students or doctors that are watching this, you guys might know. But it hindered my breathing and stuff. And just those 2 weeks were very rough. But yeah, if you know anyone that's in the hospital or that's in a rough state or at home, they're at homebound, or go visit them, because visiting people, when I got visited, it was the greatest thing ever. Yeah, it's just really nice to have visitors. It makes things so much easier and better for me. Just being here at Lake Erie Metro Park is just nice. It's just crazy. Last time I was here, I was biking and I was running here. I used to run cross country. I used to have meets here, a lot of meets. It's just crazy to be back here. I haven't been here I think about a year, I'd say. Yeah, maybe a year, maybe longer, because it was the last time I ran a bike here. It's just crazy to be back here. After my accident and stuff, being in a wheelchair. It's a weird feeling. Seeing all these people bike and stuff. Just hopefully by next year I'll have I'll come back here and bike. But yeah, those I just wanted to make a message about sometimes people ask me how was the hospital and stuff. It was not a good time. But when I got to the next hospital, which I'll probably talk about in another video, that made things, that was a lot better when I went to the next hospital, the rehab hospital. But anyways, I gotta go. Thanks for listening.